today. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Washington football team taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they interplay here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles.
Desmond King on the return.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
On first down, Hurts. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
To Zach Ertz.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, Eagles.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Right at the line of
the safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Second down, here's Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Sanders,
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Brings up 2nd.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
3rd and
from the gun, it's Hurts. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Hurts pass.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15 in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
4-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through.
The kick is good.
And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
Washington, nothing.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Set to kick off.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass. That's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
The 1st down run with Bell as he'll get about 6 there.
Le'Veon Bell.
The numbers for Bell on the ground in the game last week. 15 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week. It's a pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Hey, we don't need no more penalties right here.
So a pretty early 1st quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
After the penalty, it's Bell. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Bell, the ball carrier.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it.
Le'Veon Bell.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Eagles 3, Washington nothing.
They start on the ground here, and Sanders gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Miles Sanders, the ball.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Patrick, incomplete.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Hurts on the keeper.
Hurts the best running quarterback in this year's crop of rookies. He's got a 1st down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
10 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 32-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
And an Eagle.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll go down at the 28. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Hurts pass.
And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
At the 8-yard line.
Hurts escaping the pressure right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
So that one a 13-play drive in total. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he'll get this underneath to Bell. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there, but you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Yard pickup. Brings up second.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get started in the NFC. Minnesota hosting San Francisco at US Bank Stadium. And it's the Niners who have the lead in that one. Raheem Mostert, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to the Motor City to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Devontae Adams, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they've gone to the half in that ball game with the visiting Browns out on top. Jarvis Landry, 2 touchdown catches in that first half alone. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
At the 34-yard line.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
9-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Bell. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man. Thought that might be the goose egg breaker. Still stuck on 0.
Yeah, this is still a tight game, too. We got to keep that in mind because that miss there, you hang your head, you let it affect you the next time you go out there, then you really hurt your ball club. Get yourself together. You might get another opportunity, and they're going to count on you to put it through the posts.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Sanders. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
He was brought down.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Eluding the pressure right. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
At the 45-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Washington on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Got an open man. It's Harmon. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you got to match that aggressiveness.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Another run with Sanders. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and forced the incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 12 yards there and a first down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick six TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. A good return up past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
First and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Open man here, Sims complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 30. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Hassan Reddick in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk